This is a real quick video on how to set up your app icon to work in Illustrator. You need to go to the lesson app icon ID and sketch that was from first quarter. Whenever you turn that in, and you'll need to go down to where you turn that in at, and you'll see the little download button. Okay, so you'll click on that. And that's going to download it. Then you can go to Illustrator and you go to File, Open, go to your downloads, open that. And then just like many other things we've been doing, you're going to need to lock that layer, okay? Create a new layer that you're going to work on top, okay? Now, to make this shape is really simple with Illustrator, where we're going to go in with the rectangle tool, and let's make it no fill, no stroke, and go and draw out that shape. Actually, see how I didn't constrain it? So I'm getting these kind of slender rectangles. Go Control Z on that. Let's try it again. Hold Shift key. Now we're going to get a constrained and perfect square. All right. So now, bump that over to line it up. I'm going to, in the corner, click on one of those and then drag it in. All right. Until I get it to the shape that I want it, which is, looks about good for an app icon, I believe. Okay. Now, we can make that, let's make that maybe white. All right. And then what I'm going to do is create another layer. Basically, we'll make it behind it. Okay. I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to lock that layer. Okay. That was on this layer 2, essentially. Okay. So on layer 3, which I just created, which is underneath this, I'm going to create another rectangle. I'm going to go out here somewhere to kind of cover that. All right. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it, actually, I need to make this one black. Okay. So let me unlock that. Select it. I'm going to make it black. And then lock it. And now open this one back up, which is white. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to unlock both of those. I'm going to select them both. Go to Control A. That's going to select both shapes. And I'm going to go and do divide. Okay. And then I'm going to, I don't see anything that shows me to ungroup oh, there it is. So I'm going to ungroup these, okay, because right now they're locked together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select out here in the gray, select the black, and delete it, okay? Now you might think, well, what did I just do? All right. That shape is still here. And what it's doing is acting as, I'm going to put that layer, I'm going to keep it on top. So every time I create something, it'll be underneath. All right. So I'm going to create this kind of yellowish background, this greenish background, okay? Now, obviously, there's grass there and everything, but let me just do this as an example. So I'm going to lock my top layer. Actually, this is basically going to be a mask. So I'm going to title it Mask for that layer, okay? And then what I'm going to do is layer 3. I'm going to select the rectangle tool, select the eyedropper tool, select this green. And then I'm going to go and draw basically a rectangle. Now watch what happens. Notice how that rectangle, that green kind of goes beyond that. But with that on top of it is creating that shape of it without me. You can see the path right here, right? Okay. And now if I go and I create the yellow, I'm going to create a layer underneath that one. So anytime you create a layer underneath something, you select the layer underneath and create a new layer. It will create a layer under that. So now I'm going to make this a yellow layer. So I'm going to get my eyedropper tool, select this kind of yellow color, more richer yellow. And then I'm going to select the rectangle tool, and then I'm going to make that, okay? So there you can see I'm not having to worry about making this shape. The shape is already there. I'm just filling in that window kind of underneath, okay? Hope that makes sense, okay? So that way, when you turn it in, actually we could select all that. We can unlock the top layer, select it all, and then cut all this out too, or merge it together. That way it is kind of all unified and shaped together, right? Okay. Hope that helps.